Cup here at Selhurst Park this Sunday in sports.
And solid performance today from them.
So let's
centre forward that's crying out for a goal, mate.
Absolutely does on Monday. For a Scotsman to say that, you know it.
But so far, under Oliver Glasner, it's
solidly in on Mount. Comes in and Bruno Fernandes keeps it in. Palace sit in and ball into the channel, and Mateta's made plenty of it. Pino's up with him, Mateta goes for goal and hits the outside of the netting.
that is why Adam Walker
Point to Tottenham. Henderson's been blocked off. De Ligt gets his head to it. Henderson gets his fist to it. Fernandes, certainly the best deliverer. It's to Casemiro. Well, that was, by his standards.
You know, the manager's always spoken about investing into yourself and
Forward again. Mateta holds it up well again. Canada trying to play in this. Amad Diallo and Brian Mbeumo are forging quite a little partnership together when they are picked together. And now Munoz. Good distance to it. Casemiro defending it. Wharton! Oh, he's never scored for Palace. And he had a real chance. I think that Manchester United haven't scored here. Pino. Here's Mitchell. That was a very good finish on Thursday night from Tyreek Mitchell. Happy that that one went to begging. Xerxes. Mano has broken his way. Made a bit of luck for himself. Can he finish? No. And Oliver Glasner will be turning away in frustration. Because David Moyes came out afterwards and said, oh, I like a bit of fight. Back by Pino. Richards still in the thick of it. And the decision is... Casemiro sort his feet out there. It's the outswinger from Mbeumo. It's not really deep enough. Wharton. Play on. It's good advantage played. And Kamada nearly profits from it. Of course, to English football. And a header from Lacroix. Couldn't keep it down.
certainly a teaser.
Forward by Casemiro. Tiny bit of head.
Did there, which so often starts attacks.
Just when you held up. Kamada tussling with... The players are slipping. Great cross from Munoz. And Pino must have thought he was going to hammer that into the net. United survive. Half flying in. There's a lot of maybe a bit of frost by Xerxes. Mount hit the stepping a bit further forward. Euro likewise. There's nobody up for Palace. Wharton. And Mateta can turn, and that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Lenny Yoro took it into a 1-0 lead. It is. JP spot on for Palace.
Goal scorer for Crystal Palace, number 14, Jean-Philippe Mateta.
It was, I don't know if it was the cleanest of strikes, Martin, but certainly got the job done.
Well, he's looking at the wrong end of a result again. Ruben Amorim in his anniversary for Crystal Palace. Pino, another slipping and sliding it into Wharton, who turns into trouble, but Kamada gets it back again.
This system needs...
Yoro again. Crosses again. Richards is there again. Of course, leaving Arsenal with a view to...
Oliver Glasner talking about it.
Signal. Teta does very well. Casemiro. The shot from Bruno Fernandes. It was Amad who made the... He is further forward now. Challenged by Wharton. for the Gunners over Manchester United, 3-2. Eddie got 2 in Burma. There's a throw, trying to punches it down. Dalot had a bit to aim at. There were a couple of Palace defenders dropped back, opposed to being where Mount or Ahmad. Again, he's 1 goal away from 50 in his career. A good time to... Has lost his balance, and Eddie Nketiah bearing down on goal. Nketiah trying to get there. Pino still going.
And was his role within the team.
Can strike. Comes for Dalot, who chooses not to strike. Without like off, giving himself a chance in a foot race with a speedy attacker. Mitchell trying to pick out Arteta. Sure.
Quick as they can. Sometimes those games catch up on you at some point. You might need to get to half-time just to...
Devilish delivery from Bruno Fernandes. Mitchell. Ball. Palace perhaps more of the better chances. Here's Xerxes. Mount. To ease it away. De Ligt across. The shot is a skimmer from Casemiro. He's injured as a substitute at Spurs, didn't finish the game. On from Ahmad. Richards is up well. He was fouled.
Especially in that area, in that fence.
Ahmad. Got that wrong. Effective challenge by Munoz, not the prettiest.
Let's also not forget though, Martin.
The drop now. Xerxes made a clever move here. Oh, he's found the net. It's a big moment for Manchester United, the equaliser, particularly for the goal scorer, whose last Premier League goals at 2 in the same game a year ago. Of course, he's not always played since then. But just a reminder that he's still about. Talk of a January move elsewhere. But he'd love to make it with Manchester United, and he's made it 1-1 here. Playing by Lacroix. Nketiah. So that's his touch. Free kick is given. That's the share of possession, but Pino looking for Richards. Munoz. So Lacroix. Oh, that's hit Gay. Could have gone in. But maybe it didn't hit.
In the first half, I think, when you look at the stats.
Crystal Palace will show. Nketiah didn't know where it was. Mitchell did, but the
Strasbourg needed a little bit as well.
Here's Mateta. In his Manchester United playing days, but he would have taken the free kick like that. Oh, and Mason Mount has fired it in like that. So there's 2 players who have been maybe unfulfilled at Manchester United who've turned this around for Manchester United early in the second half.
Yeah, just I don't know if you can see on the screen at some point, but it kind of looked like Dean Henderson didn't hear the whistle or reacted late to the whistle and took a step to his left. And we'll see it here as he's trying to line up the wall and talk.
Xerxes and Bernema.
Really to the wrong side.
Kamada. Pino. Flag in the end went up for offside.
Mason Mount on the score sheet and finding form as well. like you say, other players coming back into the squad. And
as far as Gay.
away with it a little bit more. It's also so important to
Gallo. Still going, and Richards knew there was no one covering behind. He's got away with it.
getting reinforcements, some attacking players, help share the load.
There's a rolling Gay. Could be in again here. And Burmo on that, well, trusty left foot he didn't shoot with, and the right foot wasn't so stinging. Coming into the box was Dalot, drops from Mount. Sit into a percentage area, really.
Yeah, you can see that.
Puts it into Burmo. Who was scored a thumping penalty at Wembley.